And your name is?
Mela.
Mela. Of course it is. How could you forget your name? Tell you what, yes, but what are you doing now? Wow. Hi there. Health and safety is the topic of discussion today. It's very important, especially with one of the suggestions I'm going to make with this young lady that you saw in that clip. I hope you enjoyed that little clip. I hope it's enough to keep you interested and watching inside and find out what I have to say in the tutorial section as well. So stay tuned for the full video. Keep watching. Hi there, my name is Turan. I'm a hypnotist and clinical hypnotherapist, and every week I show you a street hypnosis clip or some sort of hypnosis clip, and usually we'll give you a bit of a tutorial, a bit of a breakdown on what's going on in that clip. Now, just to explain how I work, because one of my fans, one of my regular viewers, described them as Isaac B. I don't know if it's male or female. You maybe tell me in the comment section below. That's all I have from you, and you don't have any videos on your channel, but you are a great fan. They are a great fan, and they some time ago made a suggestion and regularly ask, have you made the video yet? Have you made the video yet? And I'm not complaining. I love a reminder, so please do keep on reminding at regular intervals. But just to explain how I work, I will go out on the streets doing some street hypnosis, some fun hypnosis, maybe 3 or 4 times a year. The rest of the time, as I described myself earlier, I'm a hypnotherapist and I help people overcome anxieties, fears, phobias, improve their sports performance, whatever. So that's my full-time work. I also do hypnosis training and educating people and mentoring people, other hypnotherapists as well. So that's what I do most of the time. What you see in this channel is just a small fraction, and I do it A, to promote myself, B, to make videos for this YouTube channel and help you understand how hypnosis works. And maybe if you do have an issue, go see either myself or some other hypnotherapist, because you now have a better understanding of what hypnosis is and what it can and can't do. So as I say, I film 3 or 4 times a year. I'll maybe hypnotize on each event, maybe 5, 6, 8, maybe 10 people, and I'll take those 10 videos and maybe chop it up into 3 or 4 videos, points of interest about those videos, and make tutorials. As you'll see in this video today, the last time you saw a video clip on this channel was back, and I was surprised myself, it was back in September 2021. That's the last time you saw this girl, and you saw her in her induction and initial skit. So this is the second video from her, almost a 1.5 years, 2 years later, because it's 2023 now, it's January 2023. And there's more videos coming out from her, so you are going to see her again, maybe in a month or so from now. Hopefully, I'm not going to wait another 1.5 years before I release the next video, because it is a fun video to watch. But the key thing is, because I'm doing this in a tutorial style fashion, so once you've seen this clip, stay tuned and you'll see me coming back in this environment and talking about that clip and giving you some interesting facts about that clip, some guidance if you do want to do street hypnosis yourself. So for that reason, rather than make it a 1 hour video every time and only have 10 videos, I take those 10 or so videos, chop them up into 5 segments, and that gives me 50 videos, and it gives me a year's worth of content. And from time to time I'll maybe do one event here, one event there. Maybe I've only had a phone to record it on, so it's only one-off video, and I might release that in full. Generally, that's how I work. So bear with me. I, again, live in Northern Ireland, so the weather at the moment right now in January is totally bad. It's raining outside, it's cold outside, so I'm not going to do any street hypnosis just because it wouldn't be fun to do it. So bear with me. Don't be put off from asking me, have you done that yet? But honestly, I do log all these questions and try to get back to them as soon as possible. As soon as I release this video, it will come out. As I say, I've got footage going back pre-pandemic to like 2019. This girl was actually filmed in 2019 at QCon in the summer of 2019. So stay with me, stay tuned. Thanks very much for your loyalty and keep coming back, and I hope you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the subscribe button so you don't miss when the video comes out. Don't forget that bell notification button next to the subscribe button. And if you have any comments, like I say, I do log these comments. If you have a suggestion or if you have a question that might turn into another video, I love hearing your questions, and it gives me an opportunity to create a video around your questions. And because I have lots of footage, I can hopefully tailor a video to your particular question if I can. Let's watch the video. Stay tuned after the video for me coming back and talking a bit more about it, because there are some really important health and safety points here that I think you might pick up on. Interested to see before you watch the tutorial. Did you pick up on them? But watch the tutorial afterwards and see what you think. Lots of points of discussion in this one, so keep watching. Deeper relax. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel. In a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and the count of 3 your feet will no longer be stuck to the floor, but just as quickly as your feet become free, your name sticks to the back of your mind. Your name sticks to the back of your mind, locked and stuck, just like your feet were. You know what it's like when you forget a name and you see someone in a TV and a movie and you say, I know that girl's name, but I cannot say that name. That name is gone. Locked and stuck in the back of your mind. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. There you go. Doesn't that feel better?
Yeah.
And I didn't introduce myself. My name's Turan. Your name is? What's your name?
I'm sorry, I must have forgot my name.
You forgot your name? I'll tell you what, when you sing your name in rhyme, you can remember your name. So what about a good rhyme? Sing the birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Something.
Oh, I still can't remember.
No.
Doing too good a job here, doing too good a job. And look at me and sleep. Way down, deeper, 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 relaxed. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and the count of 3 you will remember your name. But just as quickly as your name comes back to you, you're going to realise you are the character you're dressed as. You are that Spider Woman. That's right. You are not going to go anywhere near the balcony. But from where you're standing, you're going to shoot spider webs up into the sky. You're going to do all the spider things. You're going to go over towards the curtain area, and you're going to try and climb that wall. You will not hurt yourself. You're not going to put yourself in any danger, but you will start to try and climb that wall. Nod your head. You will walk the spider stance as you creep towards that wall. Nod your head that you understand. And you have to do it with lots of energy, lots of excitement. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. How's it going?
It's going great.
And your name is?
Mela.
Mela. Of course it is. How could you forget your name? Tell you what, yes, but what are you doing now? Wow.
Why can't I? Did I lose my powers?
Did you lose your power? Walk in that spider stance. Walk in that spider way.
I lost my powers.
Come over here. Come over here. Come over here and sleep now. Way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. Deeper relaxed. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and you're no longer that spider person. You are back to your normal Mia. But that hand that's resting on that is just locked and stuck, cemented to that worktop, that marble top. You will not be able to move that hand from the marble top. The more you try and move that hand, the more it locks and sticks down in place. Nod your head that you understand. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. So, give us a high five with that hand. Is it stuck?
Yeah.
How do you try the hard sticks? Well, I've run out of time. I'll be back tomorrow morning, but have to go now. But have a nice time and enjoy yourself at QCon. And I probably know where you'll be, so I'll be back tomorrow. And
I need to change into my different cosplay for tomorrow.
Oh. Look at me. Well, tell you what. Put that hand around that wrist and try and pull it away. Wrap it right round. Wrap it right round your wrist and notice how that hand sticks to that wrist.
Do you need it?
Notice how that hand is stuck to that wrist.
Huh?
That hand is stuck to that wrist. Cannot move it. So I definitely have to go now. It's past my bedtime now. I'm getting old. I have to go. But have a good time at QCon and see you soon. Look at me, and sleep now. Unstuck, relaxed, way down, deeper, 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 relaxed. Wasn't she good? Wasn't she a fantastic star? So let's get straight into it. One of the overall general things that I always like to say when you're doing some street hypnosis is get an audience. If somebody's walking along the street all by themselves, from time to time I will just hypnotize someone by themselves, but I always like a couple of their friends watching, because that extends the entertainment. Because long after I've went home tonight, over in the bar 2 weeks later, they'll be saying, remember a couple of weeks ago you were hypnotized, it was great fun. So it extends the entertainment and the memory of it over time. So I always suggest that you stop a small group, 2 or 3 people walking along, so you hypnotize one person and a couple of people are spectators. From time to time, when you stop a group, everybody will say, can you hypnotize us all? And I'll do that as well, but it's nice to get that interaction and have people onlookers. Now in this situation, the girl that was standing up, her friends were sort of really relaxed and lazing back on the chairs, and for a time I felt maybe they weren't even engaging in watching what was happening to their friends. So it's always nice, as you saw in this clip, at one point when the girl couldn't remember her name, you saw the people sitting around sort of giggling and laughing, and you can just about see in the background that people are staring to see what's going on here. Always look for an audience. That's my advice for doing street hypnosis, especially when you're starting out, because it gives you encouragement. It gives me confidence to know this stuff is funny, as opposed to falling flat in its face. From time to time, again, with all my experience, even now, from time to time I'll do a skit which just doesn't really bite in. And I'm going to talk about maybe an aspect of the next skit that's coming up to discuss, because there's elements of that didn't follow through completely. I start out with a nice stable skit that I do very regularly, which is name amnesia. And again, people say, you know, you always do the same skits, and that's true, but for this individual girl, who's, if you watch the first video, and I'll put a link to that up in the info cards above, when you watch that one, you realize she says, I've never been hypnotized before. So this experience is brand new to her, as much as you might have seen me do this skit several times on this channel. It's new to her, so it's something different for her, even though we're used to it. So don't be afraid to go through the good old regular name amnesias and foot stucks, because it is exciting and different to that individual. Swiftly moving on to the second skit, which was where, and I'm afraid if somebody wants to put in the comment section below exactly what her character name is, it's not Spider Woman, it's some anime Spider Woman type character. If you did watch the video on the last time, I missed the audio at the start of that clip, so I don't actually know what the character's called, but I know she's a spider-like character. So I wanted to utilize that outfit, that costume, in this suggestion to give her some entertainment. So I was suggesting that she was like a spider, that she could shoot spider webs, that she could climb the walls, or think she could anyway. So as you saw in that clip, it was important to put in suggestions that would protect her health and safety. I want to make sure she didn't go near the balcony. As you see in this clip from the third skit, you can see from that angle that there was quite a high balcony, and I wanted to make sure she didn't fall off that balcony, pretending to be a spider and jumping over the side of the balcony. So I gave that suggestion that you will not go near the balcony, and even when I was suggesting that she tries to climb the wall, I would put in suggestions that she will not hurt herself in any way, because I didn't want her leaping halfway up the wall in a suggestion or thought or idea that she would stick to the wall like a spider would, only to come tumbling down to the ground and maybe break a leg or hurt an ankle. So if you're going outside the norms of just your feet are stuck to the floor or you forgot your name, it's important to consider what all could go wrong with this skit. How could she accept that skit and interpret that skit in a way that would not be in a healthy and safe way to do so? In fact, when you see that skit playing out, let me start off by saying, as soon as I say it, give that suggestion, say 1, 2, 3, wide awake. In such suggestions, which are again not the norm and maybe slightly complex, there's that moment where they have to process, how am I going to enact that? And is it something that I'm happy to enact? Because again, even in hypnosis, if I give a suggestion like, you will worship the devil, if they're a good Christian or otherwise, and they don't want to do that, they won't do it. Even under hypnosis, you always have a level of control around the suggestion. It is a suggestion and not an order or command. Okay, they always have the power to say, no, this is not in the way I want to act. As you saw there, and it can feel like forever sometimes when you've given a suggestion, 1, 2, 3, wide awake, you're sort of thinking, well, do something, you know. It was only a second or so, but it can feel like forever when you're waiting for someone to just really kick in with that suggestion. But she does, and she does the pfft, pfft. she tries to do the, she mimics the spider shooting out the webs, and I don't even know if that anime character does that like Spider-Man. Again, leave me comments in the comments and keep me right here in the comment section if that's the case. And then she looks around. Now, interestingly, she moves towards the balcony and something just says, no, don't go there. That's that health and safety suggestion kicking in. And she looks around and she sees a wall, and I'd give her that suggestion that she tries to climb the wall. Now, obviously, she's not a spider, she's not a spider woman, she's not going to climb the wall. And I was interested to see how she would enact that out. Would she just continually slide her hands along the wall, imagining she was climbing? In this case, she attempted to climb the wall. She wasn't moving up, so said, oh, I've lost my powers. Again, you don't know how people are going to accept those suggestions, so it's up to their imagination and mind as to how they do it. She wasn't wrong because she didn't do it the way I was envisioning she might do it. This idea of maybe like Marcel Marceau, the mime artist, or pretending to climb up the wall when actually she wasn't moving anywhere. She took that on in her own way and went, I can't climb the wall. I've lost my powers. When that suggestion really lost its power, just like she thought she had lost her powers, I moved on to say, just walk like a spider. And I was hoping maybe she would maybe get down on all fours and walk like you see Spider-Man from time to time walking around on all fours. Even though she doesn't have 8 legs like a spider, it would have been interesting to see how she would interpret that. But again, I try to keep the suggestions open. I don't say you will get down on all fours and walk like a spider. I say just walk like a spider and see how she interprets and accepts that suggestion. And because in this case she wasn't getting it, was I not describing like? Was it my fault in the lack of description? I don't know. Was it that because of her costume she didn't want to, get down on all fours and get her costume dusty and dirty? I think she had white gloves or whatever. So there's 101 reasons why she might not do it. Again, just like I was saying earlier, if I give a suggestion and it's against what she wants to do, that will override any suggestion I give. You're always in control of what you do. For that reason, the spider idea had run its course and I dropped it back in and moved on to the final suggestion. A quick note on that final one, it's a nice simple one, just your hand stuck to the table, or in this case that marble section of the handrail, as it were, the corner of the stairway. And I love doing that one, sticking someone to the spot, maybe their feet stuck to the floor or their hands stuck to something, and then say, oh, is that the time? I've got to go. I mean, I'm not wearing a watch, and that you'll see I never wear a watch, I seldom wear a watch, but I still look as if I'm looking at my watch and say, oh, that's the time, I have to go. It always gets a giggle, it always gets a laugh, because I'm walking away and there and I go, oh, I'm going to be left here all night long until you come back. That would never be the case if I really did dander off or even drop dead. Within a couple of minutes they go, he's dead, what am I going to do? Oh, my hand's not stuck. The suggestion will leave if it's not something they want to do all night long. They would, the suggestion would dispel in itself. So I hope you like that. It was a nice long discussion, but some important points, especially in the health and safety point of view. Always consider what can go wrong and say you can't go over the balcony, you can't hurt yourself in any way, you're not going to jump up against a wall and bash into it and hurt your shoulder trying to climb it. Always think of the health and safety side of things. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big red subscribe button. And as I said earlier, leave a comment. Give me suggestions for future videos, ask me questions about hypnosis. I love reading your comments, getting back to you, and even maybe making a video based on your suggestion. And coming back to Isaac B, if that's the way you pronounce it, I'm going to be shooting your skit as soon as I get back out. And it's nice weather, so keep watching, and thanks very much for your patience. If you want to watch the induction for this girl, then I'm going to leave this video here. This is the link to this video. It's going to be coming up on the end screen, so click it as soon as the end screen comes up and watch it. Until next week, have fun.